Wow, 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 what a game. Not for the right reasons. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, let's just try and get this over with quickly. We played Stockport County, as you should know, in the FA Cup third round Monday night, and we got through. That's kind of what I want to say. We got through. Yeah, it was not the greatest performances from us, let's be honest. The pitch was disastrous in the fact that it was moister than a feckin' oyster, and it stopped a lot of good passages of play that could always happen on a nice slick surface. I think it started off slick and then it just became a puddle. But let's have a quick look at, let's quickly review what happened. So obviously we went with a strong lineup today, a 4-2-3-1 as always. But it was an interesting lineup. It was a lot stronger than what I thought we'd go with. Obviously, if you look at the bench, we've got Trot, Holland, Odebeko, Baptiste, and Alves. So that's five youngsters on the bench. I thought one or two might potentially, well, I say one or two might potentially get a start. I forgot half of them existed. But it shows that we do have youth and depth in the team, of course. As you see, Bowen, Souček, Fornals, Cresswell all getting a break until about the 68th, 70th minute. Then they'll get brought on because we were doing absolutely gash. As far as, it goes for Stockport County, I hold my hands up and say, fair play, you done well. You put up a very good, spirited show for yourselves, and there's nothing to be embarrassed about. You held us for 83 minutes. We got one chance in the box, and Craig Dawson, with his towering height and presence, put one in the bottom corner, and that was the difference. That literal one play was the difference. Came from a corner, Bowen played it short, and then got back, and he just whips it in. It's a very good cross, but it was by the only major chance it came our way. If you look at the stats above me right now, 3 shots in target the whole match. It's not very inspirational. It's not the best, is it? Let's be honest. And like I said, a lot of the players came on. Obviously, blah, blah, blah. We had all the youngsters on the bench, and I think the plan might have been with this team, go ahead, half time to 60 minutes, then make some changes. Give some youth some experience and some game time. You never know, they might nick a goal. Instead, we had to bring on the experience of Bowen, Souček, Fornals, and Cresswell from 68 minutes to the end to try and get through this because it was an absolute horror show. Why was it a horror show? I think the pitch played a big part, and I want to put it down to the pitch rather than the players, because a lot of players didn't quite look up to scratch like how they have been in recent games. Antonio is still getting back to fitness as well, so that's a major thing we have to look at. But I don't want to dwindle on it too much because it is just an FA Cup tie, but it was closer than what it should have been. If you were to ask any West Ham fan, I think the minimum would have been 2-0. Everyone would have guessed. But everyone wanted to be precautious. I did have a look at statistics. We have been actually very good against the National League sides. It's when we come against League 2, League 1 and even Championship level that's when we really hinder in the FA Cup as it is. Which brings me on to the only other bit to speak about, which is the next round. So obviously, we go through the fourth round for I think the first time in a while. I might be wrong there, but I never think we go on an FA Cup run. Excuse me, ever. And, now's a better time to do it than never because who have we got? Doncaster. We're at home to Doncaster Rovers in the fourth round, which is next Saturday or Sunday, potentially, which is going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to it because it's a potential upset once again, and I'm concerned if we play like we did. But we're at home. We know what our pitch is like. We know how to play. If we play a strong lineup like that, I think we should be okay. There should be no real issues as such. The fifth round, assuming we do beat Doncaster, which we should, it's a different story then. We're away to either Manchester United or Liverpool. Both of those I would not like to play at all, for the simple fact that they're going to give us an absolute battering unless they change the lineups. But you never know. The Cup is full of upsets all the time. Obviously, this year, Leeds getting absolutely battered by Crawley, West Brom falling at penalties to Blackpool, and even the likes of Chorley. Okay, it was Derby Youths, but the fact that the Chorley have made it through the first and second round and the third, and in the fourth round, I believe they're playing Wolves at home. That is something that they'll never ever dream of normally. So it's always full of upsets, full of shocks and, starring moments in the football season. Hopefully we can get to the fifth round at least. we get to the fifth round, then it's time for us to pull off a shock ourselves. Try and get into that quarter final, and you never know when you're in the quarter final. You know, against some of these teams, you never know. If you turn up on your game, you've got every chance. So, that's all I've got to say. It is a quick one because, in all honesty, there's not much to speak about. It's a cup game. It doesn't affect us in the league. There wasn't any injuries from what I know. There's nothing major as such. So, it was just a quick one, get it over with. But, if you enjoyed or, you want to stay here, give us a subscription. Leave a like, of course, just to say you liked the hammers, you liked the video. And leave a comment saying what striker we need to get, or what you feel about the match. Did the pitch play too much of a part? Maybe were we really just having a really bad day? What do you think? Because me personally, I think the pitch played too much of a part in how we played. But when you're against non-league, if they can get every advantage they want, that is exactly what they'll take. So that's all I have to say. Thank you all for watching, and until the next one, see you later.